Hello everyone, myself Muskan from Basic Chemistry Honors second year. Today I am going to make an audio recording on chapter Ether and Epoxides of Organic Chemistry. Introduction. Organic compounds having COC as the functional group are called ethers. Their general formula is ROR-, where R and R- may be same or different alkyl or alkyl groups, or one of them may be an alkyl group and the other aryl group. The divalent oxygen is called the ethereal oxygen. Ethers in which the group R and R- are the same are called simple or symmetrical ethers, while those in which the group R and R- are different are called mixed unsymmetrical ethers. For example, CH3 CH2 O CH2 CH3 diethyl ether symmetrical. Ethers may be regarded as the functional isomers of alcohol. For example, both dimethyl ether CH3OCH3 and ethyl alcohol CH3CH2OH have the same general formula C2H6O but different functional groups. Classifications. Ether may be broadly classified into the following three categories. Number 1, aliphatic ethers, in which R and R- may be saturated or unsaturated groups derived from aliphatic hydrocarbon. For example, CH3O, CH2, CH3. Ethyl methyl ether saturated. Number 2, aromatic ethers, in which ether one or both R and R- are aryl groups. Aromatic ethers are further subdivided into phenolic ethers and diaryl ethers. Ethers in which one of the group is aryl while the other is alkyl are called phenolic ethers or alkyl aryl ethers. On the other hand, ethers in which both the group are aryl are called diaryl ethers. For example, C6H5O CH3 methyl phenyl ether phenolic ether, C6H5O C6H5 diphenyl ether diaryl ether. Number 3, cyclic ethers. Ethers in which the oxygen is present in a ring are called cyclic ethers. They are further classified or simply classic cyclic ethers or crown ethers. Simple cyclic ether containing one or two or three oxygen atom in the ring are called simple cyclic ether. For example, CH2OCH oxygen, ethylene oxide. Crown ether. Cyclic ether containing at least 4 oxygen atoms are called crown ether because their three-dimensional shape resembles the shape of a crown. They are usually named as X crown Y, where X is the total number of atoms in the ring and Y is number of oxygen atoms. Nomenclature. Number 1, open chain or cyclic ethers. Number 1, common system. The common name of ether are derived by naming the two alkyl or aryl groups linked to the oxygen atom in alphabetically order and adding the word ether. In case of symmetrical ethers, the prefix di is used before the name of the alkyl or the aryl groups. Some aromatic ethers, however, have their special names. For example, methyl phenyl ether is called anisole and ethyl phenyl ether is called phenantol. Number 2, IUPAC name. The IUPAC name system ethers are named as alkoxyalkene. The ethereal oxygen is taken with the smaller alkyl group and forms a part of the alkoxy group, while the larger alkyl group is considered to be a part of alkene. Number 2, L-cyclic polyether. Long chain polyethers are named as oxa derivative of the alkene corresponding to the total number of carbon and oxygen atom present in the chain. For example, CH3O, CH2, CH2O, CH3, 2,5-dioxahexane. Number 3, cyclic ethers. उसमें number 1 common name. In the common system, the three-membered cyclic ethers are named as oxides of the alkylene from which they are derived. For example, CH2O, CH2, ethylene oxide or epoxide. The name of some cyclic ether are based on the name of fully hydrogenated products. Methods of formation. Ethers can be prepared by the following general method. Number 1, from alkyl halide. Part 1, Williamson synthesis synthesis. This is one of the best methods for the preparation of ether. It involves the treatment of an alkyl halide with a suitable sodium alkoxide. The sodium alkoxide needed for the purpose is prepared by the action of sodium on a suitable alcohol. The reaction in fact involves the nucleophilic displacement, a substitution of the halide ion from the alkyl halide by the alkoxide ion by SN2 mechanism. This method can be used for the preparation of both symmetrical and unsymmetrical ether. Like halide ion, sulfate ion is a good leaving group. Therefore, in Williams synthesis reaction, alkyl halide may be replaced by alkyl sulfates. Limitation: a proper choice of alkyl halide and sodium alkoxide to be used in Williams synthesis reaction is necessary in view of the following consideration. Number 1. Since a halogen attached to a double bond or an aromatic ring can't be readily displaced by nucleophilic reagent, therefore aryl halide are not generally used in Williamson synthesis. Therefore, for the synthesis of simple alkyl aryl ethers, the reaction is carried out between an alkyl halide and sodium phenoxide and not between aryl halide and sodium alkoxide. However, if the halogen is activated by the presence of electron withdrawing group at ortho and para position with respect to the halogen atom, such activated aryl halide can be used in Williams synthesis reaction. Number 2. We have stated above that Williams synthesis involves nucleophilic attack of the alkoxide phenoxide ion on an alkyl halide. Now, depending upon the structure, alkyl halide may undergo substitution or elimination reaction. Therefore, for the success of this reaction, it is essential that the alkyl halide used must be such which predominantly undergo nucleophilic substitution, since primary alkyl halide are more susceptible to SN2 reaction. Therefore, best yield of unsymmetrical ether are obtained when the aryl halide are primary and alkoxide may be primary, secondary or tertiary. For example, tert-butyl ethyl ether is prepared by treating ethyl bromide with sodium tert-butoxide. The above ether can't be prepared by treating sodium ethoxide with tert, butyl chloride or bromide, since under this condition an alkene, that is isobutylene, is the main product. With secondary alkyl halide, both substitution and elimination occur together, giving a mixture of ethers and alkenes. But with tertiary alkyl halide, only elimination occur, giving alkenes. Thus, when a mixture of tert-butyl bromide is treated with sodium ethoxide, tert-butyl ethyl ether is not formed, but instead 2-methylpropylene isobutylene is formed due to elimination reaction. Due to steric hindrance, secondary alkyl halide also prefer to undergo elimination rather than substitution. Number 2. Reaction of alkyl halide with dry silver oxide. Ethers can also be prepared by heating an alkyl halide with dry silver oxide. Number 2. From alcohol. Ether may be prepared from alcohol as follows. Part 1. By dehydration of alcohol. Ether may be prepared by dehydration of alcohol either in the presence of acid or heated alumina. A. Acid catalyzed dehydration. Since symmetrical ethers can be prepared by dehydration of alcohol with concentric H2SO4 at 413 Kelvin. The yields of ether, however, depend upon the nature of alcohol, whether 1 degree, 2 degree or 3 degree. Since in this reaction, 2 molecules of an alcohol lose 1 molecule of water, therefore it is a better called as intermolecular dehydration. Limitations: though this method is useful for the large scale production of ethers, it has 2 major drawbacks. Number 1. The preparation of ether is always accompanied by the formation of alkenes due to intramolecular dehydration of alcohol. However, in case of 1 degree alcohol, the alkenes are formed only to a small extent, which can be further suppressed by using a large excess of the alcohol. In case of 2 degree alcohol, alkenes are formed in much large amount than ethers, but in case of 3 degree alcohol, exclusive formation of ethers occur. Thus, the order of dehydration of alcohol leading to the formation of ethers follows the sequence primary, secondary, tertiary. Therefore, dehydration of alcohol is used only for preparing ethers from primary alcohols. Number 2. This method is not suitable for unsymmetrical ethers because a complex mixture of ethers is always obtained. Mechanism. This reaction is an example of a nucleophilic substitution reaction in which protonated alcohol molecule acts as substrate, water as the leaving group and another molecule of alcohol as the nucleophile. The reaction may follow either first order kinetic SN1 or second order kinetic SN2 depending upon the nature of alcohol used. In general, 1 degree alcohol follows SN2 mechanism while 2 degree alcohol and 3 degree alcohol followed SN1 mechanism. B. Catalytic dehydration. Dehydration of alcohol to ethers can also be achieved by passing the vapors or an alcohol overheated alumina at 523 Kelvin. Number 2. By the action of diazomethane and alcohol or phenols, methyl ether can also be prepared in excellent yield by the action of diazomethane CH2N2 on alcohol or phenol in presence of tetrafluoroboric acid HBF4 as catalyst. HBF4 CH2N CH3N NBHF4. From alkenes, ether can be prepared from reactive alkene by the following two methods. Number 1, direct addition of alcohol in the presence of acid as catalyst. For example, CH3CCH3CH2 plus HOCH3. Reagent H2SO4 Markovnikov's addition. CH3CCH3OCH3CH3. The main advantages of this method is that sometimes the initially formed carbocation rearranges to the more stable carbocation which then react with alcohol to form rearranged ethers. Number 2, indirect addition of alcohol, alkoxymercuration reduction. Alkenes readily react with mercuric trifluoroacetate in the presence of an alcohol to give alkoxymercural compound which upon reduction with NaBF4 BH4 in basic medium gives ethers in high yields. The two-step process is called alkoxymercuration reduction or alkoxymercuration demercuration and gives ether in accordance with Markovnikov's addition of alcohol to alkene. The main advantages of this method over Williams synthesis are: number 1, the reaction does not involve carbocation intermediate and hence there are no rearrangement in this reaction. Number 2, absence of completing elimination reaction. Point 4, from Grignard reagent, higher ether can be prepared by the treating alpha halogen ether with suitable Grignard reagent. Physical properties: physical state, color and odor. Dimethyl ether and ethyl methyl ethers are gases at ordinary temperature while the other lower homologous of ethers are colorless liquid with characteristic ether smell. Number 2, dipolar nature. Because of the greater electronegativity of oxygen than carbon, the CO bonds are slightly polar and thus have a dipole bond. Since the two CO bonds in ether are inclined to each other at an angle of 110 degrees, the two dipoles do not cancel each other. As a result, ethers have a dipole moment of 1.15 to 1.3 dBi. For example, the dipole moment of dimethyl ether is 1.3 dBi and that of diethyl ether is 1.18 dBi. Number 3, boiling point. The ethers are isomeric with monohydric alcohol, but their boiling point are much lower than isomeric alcohol. This is due to the reason that unlike alcohol, ethers do not form hydrogen bond. As a result, ethers do not show molecular association and hence have lower boiling point than the corresponding alcohol. Further, the weak polarity of the CO bond does not appreciably affect the boiling point of ether, which are about the same as those alkanes with comparable molecular masses. Solubility: ethers containing up to 3 carbon atoms are soluble in water. The solubility of other lower ethers in water is comparable to those of corresponding alcohol. For example, like ethanol, dimethyl ether is completely miscible with water. Similarly, both diethyl ether and N-butyl alcohol are soluble in water to the same extent, that is 8 gram per 100 gram of water. The solubility of lower ethers in water is due to the formation of hydrogen bond between water and ether molecules as shown below. As the molecular mass increases, the solubility of ethers in water decreases due to a corresponding increase in the hydrocarbon portion of the molecules. Ethers are, however, fairly soluble in common organic solvents such as alcohol, benzene, chloroform, acetone, etc. Number 5. Density. All ethers are lighter than water. Chemical properties. Ethers are relatively inert compound, almost as inert as alkanes. Under ordinary conditions, they are stable to bases, dilute acids, catalytic hydrogenation, and to most other reducing agents. This is due to the reason that the functional group of ethers does not contain any active site in their molecules as compared to hydroxyl OH group of alcohol and phenol, even though the oxygen atom in both these functional group containing two lone pair of electron. However, under specific condition, ethers undergo the following reaction. Number 1. Reaction of the ethereal oxygen. On account to the presence of two lone pair of electron on the oxygen atom, ethers behave as Lewis bases and thus undergo reaction involving the formation of coordinate bond as discussed below. Number 1. Action of concentrated acid. Formation of oxonium salt. The oxygen atom in ether has two lone pair of electrons. As a result, ether behave as Lewis bases and thus dissolve in cold concentric inorganic acid to form stable oxonium salt. Number 2. Formation of coordination complexes. Being Lewis bases, ether form coordination complexes known as etherates with Lewis acids such as BF3, AlCl3, FeCl3, Grignard reagent, etc. Due to the formation of these complexes, Grignard reagent dissolved in ether. That is why Grignard reagents are usually prepared in ethers. They, however, can't be prepared in benzene because benzene has no lone pair of electron and hence can't form complexes with them. Number 2. Reaction involving the cleavage of carbon-oxygen bond. Number 1. With halogen acid. Ether are readily cleaved by hydriodic acid or hydrobromic acid at 373 Kelvin to form an alcohol and an alkyl halide. However, if excess of acid is used, the alcohol first formed react further with the halogen acid to form the corresponding alkyl halide. The overall reaction may be done. Similarly, cyclic ether are readily cleaved by HBr or HI to yield dihaloalkanes. Reactivity of halogen acids. The order of reactivity of halogen acid follows the sequence HI greater than HBr then HCl. As discussed above, the cleavage of ether by halogen acid in fact involves the nucleophilic add of the halide ion on the protonated ether molecules. Obviously, greater the nucleophilicity of the halide ion, more reactive is the halogen acid. Since the nucleophilicity of the halide ion follows the sequence I negative, Br negative, Cl negative. Therefore, the reactivity of the halogen acid follows the same sequence, that is Hi, HBr, HCl mechanism. The cleavage of ethers by halogen acid occur by the following mechanism. Step 1. Ethers being Lewis bases undergo protonation of to form oxonium salt. Step 2. The protonated ether thus formed undergo nucleophilic attack by the halide ion either by SN1 or by SN2 mechanism depending upon the nature of the group R and R' and the reaction condition to form a molecule of an alkyl halide with the displacement of the weakly basic alcohol molecule. If the group R and R' are primary, the reaction occurs by SN2 mechanism, and if secondary or tertiary, the reaction occurs by SN1 mechanism. Site of cleavage. The site of cleavage of unsymmetrical ether by halogen acid depending upon the nature of the group R and R'. The following cases arise. Number 1. If both the group R and R' are primary, the alkyl halide is always obtained from the smaller alkyl group. Number 2. If one group is methyl and the other is a 1 degree or 2 degree alkyl group, the reaction occurs by SN2 mechanism. Due to steric hindrance, the halide ion always attacks the smaller alkyl group, that is CH3 group, to give methyl iodide, while the bulkier alkyl group gives the alcohol. Number 3. If one group is methyl and the other is tert alkyl group, the reaction occurs by SN1 mechanism and the formation of product is controlled by the stability of the carbocation resulting from the cleavage of CO bond in protonated ether. Since tert alkyl carbocation is much more stable than a methyl carbocation, therefore the alkyl halide is always derived from tert alkyl group and the alcohol from the smaller group, that is methyl group. It may be emphasized here that The high polarity of the solvent present in concentric HI 57% has favored SN1 mechanism. However, if the cleavage of tert-butyl methyl ether is carried out with anhydrous HI in ether, the low polarity of the solvent would favor SN2 mechanism, and hence I negative ion will attack the less hindered methyl group, giving methyl iodide and tert-butyl alcohol. Number 4. Cleavage of alkyl, aryl and diaryl ethers. In case of alkyl ether, the product are always phenol and an alkyl halide and never an aryl halide and an alcohol. The carbon atom, for example, the carbon atom of the phenyl group are sp2 hybridized, while that of alkyl group are sp3 hybridized. sp2 hybridized carbon, being more electronegative, repels the nucleophile, while a sp2 hybridized carbon atom, less electronegative, attacks the nucleophile. In other words, nucleophilic attack by the halide ion occurs more easily on the alkyl group, leading to the formation of alkyl halide and phenol. Secondly, a phenyl group is much bigger in size than an alkyl group. Therefore, because of the steric hindrance of the bigger phenyl group, the halide ion attacks the alkyl group, leading to the formation of an alkyl halide and phenol. It may, however, be noted that phenol is not converted into iodobenzene even while with excess of HI. Diaryl ethers are not cleaved by HI because both the carbon atom to which oxygen is attached are sp2 hybridized and hence repel the nucleophilic halide ions. Giesel method. Cleavage of alkyl aryl ethers by hydrodic acid HI forms the basis of Giesel method for the estimation of alkoxy groups such as methoxy and ethoxy group in such ethers. A known weight of phenolic ether is treated with an excess of concentric hydrodoic acid. The alkyl iodide produced as an result of the cleavage of ethers by HI is treated with an etholic solution of silver nitrate. The precipitation of silver iodide thus formed is filtered, washed, dried and weighed. From the amount of AgI formed, the percentage of alkoxy group can be estimated. Number 2. With sulfuric acid. On heating with dilute H2SO4 under pressure, ethers are hydrolyzed to alcohols. When heated with concentric H2SO4, ether react in the same manner as with halogen atom to form an alcohol and an alkyl hydrogen sulfate. Secondary and tertiary ether, however, form alkanes. Number 3. Reaction involving the alkyl group. Action or of air and light. Auto oxidation formation of peroxide. When exposed to air and light for a long time, ethers are oxidized to form hydroperoxides or simply peroxide. It is a free radical reaction and oxidation occur at the carbon atom next to the ethereal oxygen to form hydroperoxides. These peroxides are very dangerous compounds since they decompose violently at high temperature. Therefore, serious explosion may occur during distillation of old samples of ethers if peroxide are not removed. Presence of peroxide in old samples of ethers may be detected by shaking them with a freshly prepared solution of FeSO4 followed by addition of KCNS. Appearance of a red color indicates the presence of peroxide. A simple method to remove peroxide is to shaken an old sample of ether with either an aqueous solution of Ki or a ferrous salt. When ether peroxide are reduced to ether and I negative ion is oxidized to I2 or Fe2 positive ions are oxidized to Fe3 positive ion. Number 2. Halogenation. Ether react with Cl2 or Br2 to give substitution product. The extent of halogenation, however, depends upon the reaction condition. For example, diethyl ether react with chlorine in the dark to give alpha or alpha dash dichloroethyl ether. However, in the presence of light and excess of chlorine, all the hydrogen atom are substituted to give perchlorodiethyl ether. Three-membered epoxides. Three-membered cyclic ether are called epoxides. In the common system, they are called epoxide oxides, but in the IUPAC system they are called either alkene oxides. Synthetic of epoxides. There are two main laboratory methods for the synthetic of epoxide. These are: number 1, epoxidation of alkenes. Alkenes when treated with peroxyacids or called peroxides such as perbenzoic acid, metachloroperbenzoic acid, peroxytrifluoroacetic acid etc. in an inert solvent such as CH2, Cl2, CHCl3 or CCl4 gives epoxides, oxidants. Due to the formation of epoxides, the oxidation of alkene with per acid is commonly known as epoxidation. Mechanism: peroxy acids act like electrophiles and the reaction is believed to proceed by the following mechanism. Number 2. From halohydrins. When halohydrins prepared by addition of hypohalous acid to alkenes are treated with a base, HX is eliminated and an epoxide is formed. Mechanism: it may be noted that synthetic of epoxides by base treatment of halohydrins is actually an intramolecular Williamson synthesis reaction. Manufacture of ethylene oxide: it is manufactured by passing a mixture of ethylene and air under pressure over silver catalyst at 573 Kelvin. Chemical reaction of epoxides: a cyclic ether and cyclic ethers containing 5 and 6 membered rings such as tetrahydrofurane and 1,4-dioxane are quite inert and are often used as solvent. 3 membered cyclic ethers, that is epoxide, on the other hand are highly reactive. This is due to the reason that the 3-membered ring are highly strained, that is, they have considered angle strain. Because of their highly strained nature, epoxide ring can be opened by a variety of nucleophilic reagent under much milder condition. Consequently, most of the reaction of epoxide are the ring opening reaction. These can be catalyzed both by acid and bases. Number 1. Acid catalyzed ring cleavage of epoxide. Due to the larger angle strain, epoxide are readily hydrolyzed by dilute mineral acid at room temperature to form corresponding 1,2-diol glycols. Similarly, halogen acid and alcohol in presence of acid can bring about the cleavage of epoxide. Ethylene oxide to ethylene bromohydrin, oxidant to 2-ethoxyethanol. Mechanism: in the acid catalyzed hydrolysis of epoxides, the oxygen atom of the epoxide ring first accept a proton to form protonacted epoxide. The protonacted epoxide then undergo nucleophilic attack SN2 by water to give a trans 1,2-diol. Number 2. Base catalyzed ring cleavage of epoxide. Unlike ordinary ethers, epoxide can also be cleaved under basic conditions. Similarly, sodium alkoxide, ammonia, amines can also bring about cleavage to the epoxide ring. Mechanism: due to greater electronegativity of oxygen than carbon, the carbon atom of epoxide ring carries a small positive charge and hence can be easily attacked by strong nucleophiles such as hydroxide, alkoxide, phenoxide, ammonia, amines, etc. Reduce selectively orientation of cleavage of epoxide. Unsymmetrical epoxide oxidant can undergo ring opening in 2 different directions and hence can give different products under acidic or basic condition. In acidic medium, the nucleophile generally attack the more substituted carbon, while the basic medium, the nucleophile attack the less substituted carbon atom. Although both the reaction occur by same SN2 mechanism, the difference lies in the stability of their transition state. In the acid catalyzed cleavage of epoxide due to protonation, each epoxide carbon atom carries a small positive charge, the magnitude of which depends upon the substitution. Since more highly substituted carbon can accommodate positive charge better, therefore more highly substituted carbon has a fair amount of carbocation character and hence get attacked by the nucleophile. In contrast, in base catalyzed reaction there is no protonation and hence none of the epoxide carbons has a fair amount of carbocation character. Therefore, like SN2 reaction, the attack of nucleophile is controlled by steric factor. Evidently, the nucleophile attack will occur preferentially at the less hindered carbon atom. Stereochemistry of ring of the cleavage of epoxide. Both acid and base catalyzed ring opening reaction of epoxide occur by SN2 mechanism. Therefore, attack of nucleophile always occur from the back side, leading to the formation of trans 1,2-diol. Number 3. Reaction with Grignard reagent and organolithium reagent. Epoxide also undergo ring opening reaction with Grignard reagent and organolithium compound. The addition product initially formed upon hydrolysis gives primary alcohol containing 2 carbon atoms more than the Grignard or the organolithium compound. The epoxide generally used in this reaction is ethylene oxide. Thank you.